Hello there. Oops. Hello, loves. Did you miss me? Hello, Governor. Hi. It's Nero coming to you live from the UK this Saturday night. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? I've just got back from my vacation in Paldea. It was very warm. Very warm. Very, very nice. Very nice. But,
Ooh, look a button, Nero who zoomy, Nero who love.
I've literally been back 30 seconds. Fucking hell.
Nero who vibrate, Nero who vibrate, Nero who vibrate.
Guys, Royals, Cedric, thank you so much for the resubs for 14 and 21 months, respectively. Holy shit. Thank you so much. You missed me. You won't happen next time. Wow. Hinte is just like, if I can't follow Nero, nobody can. You know, Jesus Christ. But yes, I kind of got sucked up in the Pokemon hype. I get very hyperfixated when Pokemon comes out, as my husband can tell you. So I kind of just like literally the days leading up to the game's release, I was just a little ball of depression. Like on the Thursday, I was just like, I want it to be Friday. I want my Pokemon. And then like it was at about 2 o'clock, the games were marked as dispatched on the Friday, and then they arrived like an hour and a half later. And the delivery guy nearly put them through the postbox on the wrong door, and I was like, no, don't do that. I literally had to throw my head at the door and be like, that's for me! Don't put them in there! Nobody lives in that house! I'll have to break the door down! But no, you love the new hoodie? Thank you! It was made by Faded. Faded made me it. But yeah. So I was playing Violet, as you probably guessed. I was playing Pokemon Violet. I've beaten it, like full on beaten it. Thank you for the pets. Yes. Like I've done the story. I've done all the post-game stuff. The last thing to do is complete the Pokedex. So that's going to be something to do in my off time, you know? But yes, I've got the OLED Switch. I got a shiny new controller as well. I bought myself this lovely, like, aqua blue controller, and it's fabulous. It's the same color as my eyes. I love it. But yeah, I chose Fuecoco on my personal playthrough. I think probably next week, myself and Varric will be starting the stream playthroughs of Pokemon. I will be playing Scarlet. He will be playing Violet. And yeah, we're gonna just, basically how it's gonna work is we're both just gonna be in a VC together, shooting the shit as we basically explore Paldea together. So we'll probably try and set that up as like a multi-stream so that people can see both perspectives at the same time. And like we can trade version exclusives and stuff together as well, which will be nice. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a hella good time. I'm already excited to replay it, do you know what I mean? I've just beaten Violet and I'm already like, I want to play Scarlet now. Like, I'm just going to wrap up stream here, we're going to raid out, and I'm going to go play Scarlet and disappear for another 2 weeks. This was just me checking in, absolutely. But no, today we are going to be starting a brand new game on stream, because I kind of figured that once I got all the Pokemon attention out of my system, I figured that now would be the time to start something new. Because I was just playing Skyrim beforehand, and I love Skyrim, but it is kind of a game that I play when I have nothing else planned to play. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't want to start something and then disappear for a while, which is what I did. Like, I disappeared for a while. So we're going to actually play something new today. We are going to be playing Final Fantasy... Oh my days.
Twin.
Twin! We're playing Final Fantasy Twin. Yes. We're just playing Final Fantasy Twin. That's exactly what we're playing. Corvo, thank you so much for the 5 months. And you set off the thing. You shit. Oh dear. But yes, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy 12. We're going to be playing Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. I have that game on the Switch. My Switch is already hooked up to the system anyway, so it was easier than moving the HDMI cable, honestly. Corvo, thank you for gifting a sub to Ba. What? For fuck's sake! Thank you for gifting a sub to Balio Corvo. And, holy shit. Royals, thank you for gifting subs to Lavak, Wolfgang Cerberus, Big Daddy Void, Grim Awakening, Raging Dragon, Fluffy Dirk, Blind Coder, Hikari Hero, Xeno Wolfie, and Honey Bonzo. Jesus Christ. I've been here like 5 minutes. Oh my, you guys missed me, clearly. I was only gone 2 weeks. Fuck. It's already level 4. I was only gone for 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. What are you guys going to be like over Christmas? Because, like, I'm not going to be able to stream over Christmas because I'm working solid. And then, obviously, in the new year, like, at the end of January, there's going to be no streams from me or Cedric because we're going to be on vacation. Not so much like we're just taking a streaming vacation, as in we're not going to be in the fucking country. We're not going to be in the UK. We will be in the US, visiting Beans. So, yeah. Obviously, we'll give you plenty of notice about that. Like... fuck. But yeah, we're going to be doing some Final Fantasy XII today. I've explored around one open world area in my own free time. I've explored around Paldea. I've caught many, many Pokemon. I've trained up a giant rock type that looks like Pyramid Head. And I've watched my friends lusting over a very gay duck. That was an experience. Yes. It doesn't help that when you look at Quackoval from behind, it's constantly wiggling its ass. So all of my top friends are just like, I want to fuck the duck. And I'm like, don't fuck the duck. Please don't fuck the duck. Please don't fuck the duck. But yeah, I may not survive. I have been to America before, like, because I have family over there. So, like, I've been to America, like, during my childhood years. The last time I visited was... Ow. My teeth just clacked together and it hurt. The last time I visited was 2009, so I'm looking forward to going over to the States. What if Blaziken was a bottom? Yeah, exactly. I mean, Blaziken was already a bottom, but now it's less of a spicy bottom. Now it's quite literally a soggy bottom because it's a water type. Filth. Right, but yeah, we're going to be going to Ivalice. I haven't played Final Fantasy XII in a while. Like, I think I picked up Final Fantasy XII on the Switch, back in 2020, during COVID. I did originally have it on the PS2. That's how long ago I had it. And then, they released the Zodiac Age on the Switch, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to get it. Hi, Cal, welcome on in. But yeah, so we're going to be exploring the land of Ivalice, doing the job system, and just having a good time. Ow. But yeah. So it's gonna be, hopefully it's gonna be a good time. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for the pets again. You guys are just spoiling me with affection and money right now. It's just like, oh my god. Oh my god, my back just broke. You just snapped my... It's like, you're back. It's like, and now you're back. We have to snap your spine. It's just like, okay. It's like, yeah, work, bitch, from your electric wheelchair, okay? You know? Fucking hell, I don't even know. I don't even know what that was. It's like, we broke you. It's like, hey, we missed you so much, so we've paralyzed you from the neck down so that you can never leave. I scare myself sometimes. But yeah, we're gonna go and play some Final Fantasy XII. Look, I'm over here. Helps if my Switch gets turned on. Thank you. Really? Hello. Look, I'm over here now. I have a brand new Switch controller and I'm kind of fighting it. Not a pilgrim. Hello? Yeah, no, you're right. The less we say about that, the better, honestly, because I may very well get angry. Qatar is one of those countries where being LGBT is still illegal. Like, they can throw you in prison for it. Like, fuck them, honestly. Like, fuck them. Right. Full screen projector. Let's go over here. Just give me 1 second. I am Oh, there it is, TV output. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train. Not a pilgrim. Oh, sorry, Spooky. Hi, Spooky. Are you here to scare away the ghosts? Yes. Because this is on my new Switch as well, so like everything is all shiny and new. I literally just re-downloaded this game today because I was like, hang on, if I'm playing this, I should re-download it, shouldn't I? This game will occasionally save automatically. Oh my days, that's loud. Holy fuck! Uno momento! Oh my god, that is so loud. I am so sorry. I am so sorry for how loud that is. There we go. That's better. Right. To be fair, once I boot the game up, it'll quieten the fuck down. Well, you can't vibrate. I physically can't. Subtitles on. Oh, that would actually help a lot more if I just turned that down. You might try and get a new Switch. I picked up my OLED about 2 weeks ago, and it's so good. I love it. I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. Square Enix presents. I've been wanting to play this game on stream for a while. Like, I think it's the first time I'm going to play a proper RPG for you guys. Not the American kind. Yeah, because it's obviously the Football World Cup is obviously taking place. Because the British have football. Your version of football is actually called hand egg. And I will not be told otherwise. You're really happy you didn't have to work this weekend? That's good. But yeah, do tell me if the game is too loud or too quiet, and I will adjust accordingly. They get married. Because that's the Lady Ash, and that's Lord Wrastler, I want to say. I love that Twitch just isn't picking up my bitrate right now. It just doesn't know. It says my bitrate is fine, apparently, so that's okay. Ah!
Oh hey, Yuki gave me 15 months, only 3 more before another bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Darius, thank you so much for the, Thank you so much for the, continuing your gift sub from Yuki. Thank you so much for the 15 months. I really appreciate it, my dude. I hope you are well. What does he do, the Stone Cold Stunner? I have no idea. This game is one of the best Final Fantasies, in my opinion.
Launch an attack by both land and air. Our kingdom will stand little.
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible.
My father?
Probably
No,
did.
not. I am sorry.
The game is political as hell. I mean, in the game storyline, yeah, it's
only a matter of time before they reach the
not like
borders of
real life
Dalmasca.
political. That would kind of be hilarious.
There's nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will
But
go.
I love the whole like that like
And I will
Magitech
go
came
on
back
his
in this
side.
game, and Magicite and stuff like that. Is it a Tory or a normal person? I can't even remember. Like it's been a while since I've played this game. Like easily chocobos. I love chocobos. Chocobos are the big ridey birds. The problem is these armies are clearly like people who've been conscripted, you know what I mean? It's like it's a war to secure your future, so it's like every able-bodied man, woman and child it probably had to
that I be considered worthy.
every like able-bodied, I think it was every able-bodied man and boy had to join the army. That's one hell of a sword. But they have fucking airships. I love how it's kind of like... It's like magic and science combine, you know? Fire! Nalbina Fortress. Hopefully Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, I would love to play Final Fantasy 16. I loved 15. So many people didn't like 15. So many people hated 15. I know, right? Yeah, so it seems the Dalmascan army is getting its shit kicked in. You found 15 confusing. That's fair. Stabby! That's a very well-timed raid alert, holy crap. I will give you a shout-out just after this cutscene is over. But King Narude, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. The mages are getting stabbed. Give you a shout-out. Here we go. But welcome on in, Raiders. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Nero Husky. I'm a British variety streamer who plays all sorts of stuff. I'm back after a 2-week break, and I'm currently starting a brand new playthrough of Final Fantasy 12. Look out! You might want to catch that out. Oh. Well, he's dead. This is just like Ohio. Yeah, apparently. It's a Varric. Hi. You should run. Fire. That doesn't look sus at all, honestly. He's just got the prince just like bent over in front of him, and he's just like boing 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 boing. Look at that. I don't remember this cutscene. They must have extended it. Just two dudes.
Of the Great Father descend,
Just two dudes chilling like 5 inches apart because they're totally gay. Now he's dead.
Great Father, guide your spirit's return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Faram.
Faram. I'm assuming that's their way of saying like amen. Can I get a gay man? Those are black chocobos. Like, literally, they have black feathers, you know? Those ones will, like, fly at you and just try and peck your face off. Kind of.
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. A counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute.
The cutscenes go on
Soon
a bit, sorry.
thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms.
I hate the fact that because
It
the cutscene
was,
lasted longer than
thus,
5 minutes, the
only
screen
with
timed
reluctance
out.
that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon.
It's been out a while.
For a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Memoirs of Marquis Halim Ondor IV on the Fall of Kingdoms.
You there?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Daddy? Mommy Fran and Daddy Balthier. Oh,
It's
absolutely.
as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Gideon Emery is the
Do not
voice of
say
Balthier.
that.
It's hella louder than me. I thought it was.
Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
I'll turn it down a bit more. Hi, Shy. Welcome.
Your name?
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
That's as
Good.
low as I can turn
Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole.
it. Is that better?
Can you stand?
Is that better?
Think you can fight?
I'm fine, sir.
Hi, Faded
How
too.
old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Yes.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir.
Yeah, it is just a switch
He's
port.
2 years
so.
younger than I, living in Rabanaster.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the situation.
We found them! Over there!
Bossler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
It's Daddy.
Godspeed.
They all wear like collars and stabby. When he said he wanted to put it inside you, he meant his sword. Sorry. I know, right?
Steady, Rex.
Rex.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
I love his like little
We
pendant.
move.
Yay, but yay, we get to do the tutorial. You must always be mindful of your surroundings. Press the right analog stick to move around. Wee! I love his outfit. I'm like, Yath girl, slay. I don't want to approach Daddy. I mean, I want to go this way. Ugh, I forgot how janky the controls were on the switchboard. I'll manage. Do you see the marker above my head? That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. Fundamentals of programming stating, yeah. Try talking to your friend near the gate. Why has everyone got their tits out? Like, can you see that? Like, look, like, this guy here. You can see his nipples. This is not battle ready. Did they accidentally borrow the armor that's usually meant for females? Like, you can see he's wearing like a Speedo under his kilt. Like, you can see his Speedo. At least Rex is wearing fucking underwear. God. The power of tits. My tits protect you, yes. Unfortunately, when I'm wearing a hoodie, you can't remove it because it balks the model. We'll enter the fortress through the... Oh, Emperor Titus. I am having a good evening. Yes, I'm back to... Can I, like... I can't remember how to... Okay, that's what that does. Okay. Hi. We'll enter the fortress through the gate. We must go. Okay, we know how the action icon works. Thank you. But yes, do tell me if the game is too loud or too quiet, and I can turn it up or down as appropriate. You can open the party menu by pressing X. From the party menu, you can examine your equipment and inventory. Yeah, like when I have a party, I totally examine my equipment, you know? I mean, the last party I kind of had in my house, I think everyone got to examine my equipment. If you see a red line, look for foes at once. This is basically the auto battle type thing. Attack. Hit him in the face. Bye, you're dead. You don't mind 12s. Yeah, I did like the combat system. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like Kingdom Hearts and stuff, but like because of its open world and there's no transitions.
Captain?
And no worries, Shy. I hope it gets better. Look at that thing. It's coming right for us! Stab it! Air Cutter Remora. It's too early for the point where, like, I love how Bosch is just, like, doing a shit ton of damage. And you get auto-healed. Hi, Snowy, welcome on in. Haha, I blocked it. Stabby. Stabby. It's dead. I'm good, thank you. I like the Gambit system. Bosch is gonna use his daddy beam. Look. Daddy powers. Phew. He's just firing ultimate top energy.
Airline, this is Sunbury. My engines are hit. She'll not hold much longer.
Bye.
We receive you, Tomberry. You've leave to retire. Well fought.
My thanks, Antlion. Sunbury disengaging.
I love how they're just like, they're like, you did really well. You're so good. Congratulations. They lost. It's like, bitch, you lost. Stabby, 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 stabby. Oh, you did not just parry. Haha. At least my friends in their Speedos will, like, look at him. He's just like, he's got like the crotch protection, you know? I'm just like, okay. He just like flashes his dick just to like distract the enemies, you know? It's just like, hey look, penis. The licensing system. Yes, the Zodiac update remaster did make it a lot easier because it obviously like everyone had like set equipment. Provided on what job you chose, you know? Booty, 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 what? Never diss the combat thong. I mean, hey, like...
Vossler.
Honestly, like, a guy like Nero, you know, like me, wearing like, you know, like a muscle thong or a gym thong, you know, like men, obviously ones that are designed for males, you know, but the ones that like have the string that like push up the booty. Mwah.
We must make haste to reach the king.
And you can just slide the string to the side
His Majesty unharmed.
Reasons.
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
Dirty.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty...
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
Okay. Lego. There are several enemy soldiers beyond this point. There is no need to destroy them all. Sometimes it's necessary to escape. The ZR command allows you to abandon the fight with an enemy and run away. You just backed a Kickstarter project. Fair enough. I have some Rogue Fang jocks, which are really comfy. The problem is they're hand wash only. Oh my god, that guy just got yeeted. That guy got fucking yeeted. Hi! You're gonna get stabbed. Bosch is just like taking them the fuck out. Look at this bitch. Leave Speedo Torpedo alone. Okay, I guess we're targeting that one. Did you mention it's purple? I bet you'll rock it. You just missed a Kickstarter for the... Oh, I am aware of that one, yes. I don't really have the money to be throwing... unfortunately, throwing money at a Kickstarter, so... At least none at the moment. I'll break so many hearts in it. Just being like, this death is not for you, you know? The cheetah uplands the chosen path. Oh my god, when did I last play that? Fuck. So that was my previous save that I think I got distracted on. Hi, Lighter! That was my previous save. Hi, Ranger 2! Lighter, I can't wait to meet you in January. I'm gonna cuddle you so much. Oh my god, like, it's not even funny.
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king.
There are so many good beans here, like, holy shit.
I'll handle these.
Oh, he'll handle them.
Fight well.
He'll handle them with his mouth, you know. Okay, these guys have, like, really shit defense. Quit it! It's gonna be so fun! Oh, I have black magic. Thunder! Now, what white magic do I know? Oh, I know Cure. Alright, that's helpful. Healy bops. There we go. We got some healing. Nero needs some special healing. There we are. Ooh. Just open that big passage door, yes. How I build things? Yes, I will be doing that. That is a thing that I will be doing. That is a thing that I will be doing. Are you ready for another really long cutscene? I am! I love the art style in this game as well. It's unlike a lot of the previous Final Fantasies. Because obviously 10 was the first, like, fully voice-acted one. Look, everybody's dead! Everybody's dead. I love his hair as well. The king is dead. The king is dead. Ah!
Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damaska to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
He just got stabbed.
Captain, Seize the insurgent.
He just got stabbed. Oh no.
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear Captain.
I know, it wasn't very cash
lost.
money.
Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca we'll hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Oh dear.
Off you go.
Vaughn. His name is Van. He did.
Pretenses of peace left by the
Yeah,
wayside.
we have to remember that, like, the
Arcadian
main
forces
characters in this
resumed
game are,
their
like,
advance toward
17.
Rabanasta.
So,
Dalmasca's doom had been decided.
yeah, like, Rex, when he got stabbed, was 17,
To
so
make
it's like, oh dear.
resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I, to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer
Captain
in their
Bosch,
stead.
however, is in his 30s,
Prayer
and
for
he
His
can get it.
Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life.
So Princess Ash has taken her own
Know
life.
also
Alright.
that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.
Just stop killing us. Just do what... Just, you know, the whole, like, we surrender, just stop killing us, you know? We'll do what you want. Well, this is a change of scenery. It's very wet. Very damp. Very moist. Rats. It always starts with killing rats, doesn't it? I'm so sorry to any rat furries that may be watching.
Vaughn! Hurry it up or they'll find us.
I know. Just a little more.
So this is Vaughn.
You keep an eye out for me up there, Kites. 1, 2, 3 more. All right. Time to clean house.
Chase it. Chase the rat. Forfeit all mortal possessions to the rat.
Yeah.
Stabby! Aha! You're very twitchy from the day. I'm sorry to hear that. Stabby! Get your ass back here. There you go. Where's the other one? It's up there. Okay. I'm coming. Aha. Alright. Stab the rat.
Yeah.
There we go. That thing was twitchy.
Wow, Vaughn! You got him all yourself? Guess I know who to call when something big comes along.
Hey, it's good practice for the desert. I'm ready for anything now. That's enough for today. You should get back to Miguel's place, Kites. Aren't you running errands for him?
Oops. Totally forgot.
You have a memory like a sieve, child.
You should come, Vaughn. He's busy today. Might have some work for you to do, too.
I've got other, work to do. Hey, lock this place up for me, will you? If Miguel finds out we've been down here, he'll tan our hides.
Good grief. The banga in this game are like really like mwah as well. Big like kind of lizard men, but they have these really thick tails. There's one. There's another one. And the big piggy men in the G-strings are called Seek.
Huh? What'd you say? Sir, you haven't paid, and I... What? Haven't paid? Second thought. Please, sir, take it. It's a gift.
Leave the poor sod be. We don't want trouble today.
Your luck, peddler.
What a cunt.
Oops, sorry.
Which way you're going, churl? What? My pouch! It's gone! The boy! Get out the way!
Oh, he pickpocketed them.
Oh!
He stole their wallet. Money, money, money.
What?
It's Pinello.
Hey, that's mine.
What do you mean, yours? You've been stealing again.
Absolutely.
What happens if they catch you? We need you to be there for us, Vaughn. You're no good to anyone if you're locked away in a dungeon.
Oh, what? Am I the leader now?
You are basically Titus, yes.
We're orphans. The first thing you learn is you gotta watch out for yourself. Come on, Pinello. You know it as well as I do.
He is basically a Titus
you
clone,
give that
though.
back. What do you think you're doing?
I thought that this money was the people of Dalmasca's property. The Imperials stole it from us, so it's only fair that we take it back. It's our duty as Dalmascans. Well, wasn't that what you said?
Yeah, but I never said anything about taking it back from me.
This is for that bread you took the other day. Just because I help Miguelo out every now and then...
Does he do the seagull laugh?
Doesn't mean that
he
you
doesn't
get to
really
eat for
laugh
free
much.
too, you
He's
know.
got like chronic depression. His parents are dead, and his parents are dead. His older brother's dead. His kingdom got took over by an invading force. He's poor, probably riddled with some sort of disease. Yeah,
One of
life
these
sucks a
days,
bit for him at the
I'll
moment.
fly an airship of my own. I'll be a sky pirate, free to go where
Yeah,
I will.
he's basically Titus, but with like Squall's personality, but also Zidane's thieving, because
Well,
he's
be
a
careful.
thief.
You'll never fly anything if you're rotting in a dungeon.
For some reason, he's wearing a harness. Don't quite know why.
Oh, Miguelo had some errands that need doing. He wanted you to drop by his place. It might be a good idea to lend a hand.
Your location map often bears a mark showing your destination. Consult the map when you are unsure of where to go next. World map has been added to the party menu. Yay! Let's go for a run. Now we're in Rabanastre for realsies. Okay, so he's got a dagger, he's got a leather clothing, and a leather hat. And this is the world map. Because this is how big the map is. Like, the map for this game is fucking huge. So obviously, the place we were where we were killing the rats is called the Garum Scythe Waterway. Nalbina Fortress is where Rex died, and Rabanastre is where we are now. It does. For some reason, this kingdom believes in the power of titties. They have to adjust their busts before they combust due to a fire spell. Everyone sure seems busy. You, Kites, Pinello, me. Don't worry. And there's Miguelo. The lovely old Banga man.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Hi.
Mel said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? I can't leave my shop, and I've Pinello on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
He's got like a little mustache and beard. He's so cute. He's like the older uncle that you wish you had because he's such a sweetheart. You know what I mean? He's the one that teaches you actual practical things, you know? Okay, so we're gonna go this way. I think I'm going the wrong way, actually. Is it up here? Yeah, okay. So that's the magic store. Because you have to buy spells in this game. You have to buy spells and abilities. The Sansi is... He has a smiley face across his booba. He got a booty. For some reason, all the Sikh wear G-strings. I couldn't quite tell you why. All the big, like, boar men all wear G-strings. So it's like, okay. Fair enough. You do you, babes.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Miguelo's courier didn't get here on time.
A creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
It's like a kid wearing pajamas.
Miguelo sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Miguelo, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomaj, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running
Being a
errands for
hunter,
Miguelo.
yes, yes.
That's right. Vaughn, you should give it a shot.
And you should be getting back to Miguelo. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you're a bit forgetful, Kites. Just saying. He's a bit of a forgetful baby. Here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bill I posted for the rogue tomato. The mark I've petitioned to have hunted. Do you want to hear the details? Yes. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just go take a look at the board, then go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You gotta talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let him know you're going on the hunt. So, take this rogue tomato bill, for example. I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call that step done, okay? Once your agreement's in place, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark, then you hunt it, report back, and claim the bounty. Oh, and I'll give you something to keep track of your hunts. A clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts you've accepted. Clan primer. Go ahead and take this while you're at it, just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. An Oratia armlet. You can't even equip that yet. Know why? You don't have the license for it. Think of licenses as mileposts, marking your progress as your combat skills improve. Swords, bows, black magics, white magics, none of it does you a lick of good until you have the license to use it. Same goes for that armlet. How can I equip this great treasure you've bestowed on me, you ask? Learn by doing. Let's give it a try. And now I can access the license board. A writ of transit. The east gate's the one you want to head out. Once you've taken care of that mark for me, let me know. We're gonna go take down the rogue tomato. I need to obtain the accessory. Okay, so now we're gonna choose a license board for Vaughn. You must choose a license board in order to obtain licenses. There are 12 boards, each allowing you to develop a character with unique abilities. Once you can enter the clan hall, you can change your board there. Each symbol represents a different zodiac sign. So, for example, you've got... I don't even know what half of these are. I think that's Aries. Ulan is Spears. Machinists is... I don't even know. I'm sure Red Battle Mage is Gemini. Knight. Monk. I have no idea what half of these symbols mean. I think Foebreaker is Virgo. I think Foebreaker is Virgo. Or maybe Monk is Virgo. Can't tell you. Shikari is daggers. They use daggers and they can also become like ninjas and stuff. Because they start off with daggers, but they also basically can become like ninjas and use ninja swords. And Vaughn generally is the best choice for that because he has like the fastest speed. Being a thief, wielding daggers and stuff tends to be the best course of action for him. So I'm gonna make Vaughn a Shikari. There we go. So Vaughn became a Shikari. No worries, Shy. I hope the rest of your shift goes well. And there we go. And now we can equip the Orakia Armlet. You'd be a Reg Battle Mage. Yeah! So now, because I have the accessory for it, I can equip the Orakia Armlet. I don't even know how you fucking say that. Have you seen how many guards they've stationed in the southern plaza? I suppose it makes sense. That is where the city gates are. Okay. So now we have to go to the east gate and go to the Estersand, which means Eastern Sands. You see? I still remember this game, even though it's been like donkeys since I've played it, you know? But a better question is, can I buy, like, new weapons, you know? Where do we go? Another 7 hours? Holy crap. Dagger. I have a dagger. So these are all the basic weapons. I would assume that you start with a dagger regardless. And, like... because I think all characters can start with a dagger. But obviously, like, katanas and stuff are always really fun to get a hold of. Because there is an ability you can get that lets you unlock a second board later on, so you can have, like, 2 boards. Okay, so I have no money. It's basically like the UK. Yeah, I mean, I have played this game before. But you are absolutely right. Like, this game is exactly like the UK. You need a license to do anything. Want to watch TV? You need a license for that. Want to own a gun? You need a license for that. Which also are very hard to get. Want to be gay? You need a you don't need a license for that, no. I am very gay. I am unapologetically homosexual. I think this is the Eastern Gate? Yes, it is.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Magello. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man.
I love how he's just basically emotionally blackmailing the guy.
Take offense in such trifling matters.
Hi, Kodo. Welcome on in.
Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
Bye! And there's a save crystal. We can save the game. Okay. I'm sure there's somebody here who, like, needs help. Hello. I can't remember what that was. The Dalmasca Estersand. Well, at least now we can kill some things and do some grinding. Because this is one of those Final Fantasies that you do kind of have to grind a little bit. Let's steal from it. I stole an earth stone. I'm getting punched by a cactus thing. The cactuars in this game look a lot different. Loot! A cactus fruit. Stab the cactus. Harm the cactus. Stab the cactus. They're not a fan of getting stabbed. Cacti? Okay. And we found an antidote. It's an antidote to the poison that I just put in your tea. Yes. Uh-oh. Ow. Haha. A windstorm. Yeah. I keep forgetting that, like, I haven't got gambits yet. There we go. And I got a level up. So basically, the more we kill things, the more experience we get. Yes, this is a JRPG to its core, really, so... Wolf D? Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Hello there, you husky.
Isolectra, thank you so much for the 16 months of continued support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you've been well. Oh my god, that thing didn't stand a fucking chance. And now we have license points as well. Yay. Stabby. Aha. Now that thing over there is called the Wild Saurian. Do not attack it. Do not do what I did and make the mistake of killing it, of attacking it early in the early game, because like as I very quickly learned, that thing will fuck you up. Like that thing will fuck you up without a second's notice. Yeah. I did. It was the very first time I played and I thought, ooh, I wonder what'll happen if I attack this thing. It killed me. Like, I died. Like, I fucking died. It's just a big old Tyrannosaurus. It's a big old angry bitch. It's not friendly. I'm just kind of gonna, like, go back and forth a little bit to the, just moving back and forth a bit to the, like the save crystal, because you get fully healed from using the save crystal. But all the wolf pelts and stuff that I'm finding are very good for, because you basically, to make money in this game, you have to sell the loot that you get from the monsters. Yeah. Yeah. To make money, you have to sell all the loot you get from monsters, but obviously the problem is, like, I can't really sell anything just yet, so all I can really do is just go back and forth from the, all I can really do at the moment is just go back and forth from the save crystal to heal. I do have a couple of potions, but I kind of don't want to use them up straight away. It's like, hey, you have all this amazing healing items, save them for a really difficult fight, and then you just, like, never use them. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's nice to be streaming again after fucking so long, honestly. I've already been playing this save file for 47 minutes, holy shit. But yeah, probably next week I'll be starting Pokemon Scarlet on stream for you beans. Although it does take a little bit for enemies to respawn, so let's take a look at my status. Next level in 36 license points. Okay, 36 experience points. So let's do a stabby. So that'd be 26 now. Alright. But yeah, I like one of the games that I do love playing, despite what like you see me play a lot, is I do love RPGs. Like I love a good RPG. So the fact that I'm able to finally play a proper RPG on stream for you guys, I am very happy. Like, I mean, I know that obviously Mass Effect was an RPG as well. But obviously, like, this one is more of an actual, like, you know, swords and magic RPG, do you know what I mean? As opposed to, you know, space and shooty RPG. Mass Effect was kind of a unique case, really, wasn't it? Way! Alright. So, let's get some license points. And now Vaughn can equip headgear and chromed leathers. Hell yeah. Stab it in the face! And because obviously I leveled up, it's like it's got pajamas on. It has motherfucking pajamas on. It's literally a baby in pajamas. The problem with hunting marks, though, is that they don't give you experience, but you do get license points for killing them.
Yeah.
It just casually set me on fire. There we go, it's dead. Woo! We did it! F's in the chat for the rope tomato.
Lilies?
It was a spicy tomato.
Never thought I'd see him growing out here.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes you just need a classic JRPG. Those are pretty.
This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
Those are really pretty. A handful of Galbana lilies. Stabby stabby 2x4.
Yeah.
Boop. Snack time? Ooh. What can I have to snack on? Ooh, I have some figgy rolls. I'll have a Fig Newton. We call them fig rolls over here. You guys would call them Fig Newtons. I really like them. Like, they're chewy, they're delicious. They keep you regular because they're high in fiber. Like, really high in fiber.
Yeah.
Because I learned that the hard way. Because my mum bought a couple of packs once. And she forgot about them. So I was like, oh, it's okay, I'll eat them. You know, it saves them getting thrown out. I was just like, I'll eat them, it's fine. And I ate one pack. And then I ate another pack. I ate about, I think, maybe like 25 to 30 of them in one sitting because I was really hungry. Later that day, all that fiber kind of hit my guts, and oh my god. I was just like, ah! Just so much fiber. There was so much fiber. So much fiber. So much fiber. Just the right level of sweet, but if you eat too many, oh, your butt will hate you. My arse was in tatters. As someone who's done that. Yeah, like mood. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it was just like, oh no. But yes, I hope you're all well.
Stand back there. Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
So basically, they're stuck. Look at the chocobos.
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these
Frosted
chocobos through the
shreddies are
gate and not
amazing.
us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Just shove him out the way. What a bastard.
Oh. That does it.
Ho ho ho! A fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right?
And there's Miguelo and Pinello.
Yes,
Miguelo and
different
Pinello.
soil means different bouquet, too. Take a Dalmascan Barrow's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through when the closest gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Oh, so he's got an itchy
Scare
crotch.
like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
We're coming on through, coming on through, coming on through.
The ceremony will be starting soon.
Ugh.
I best be hurrying.
When I originally got this game for the PS2, my mum
Okay,
also
well-
bought me the strategy guide for it.
Wait, what
And
is
I was
it?
so glad that she did, because one of the things that my mum used to do, one of the cute little things that she would always do, whenever I would get like a new Pokemon game or a new video game, she would always go out and see if she could find the strategy guide for the game, and she would buy it for me as well. I never asked her to, she just would. She would just go out and buy me the strategy guide, and I still have the strategy guide for Final Fantasy XII, because basically, like, the maps and stuff are the same. It's just some of the items and the treasure chest contents are different, so... but yeah, it was such a sweet thing that she did. Like, I remember the one time she couldn't get a hold of the guide because, the place didn't have it in stock. She literally went to an actual, like the game store didn't have it. She went to an actual bookstore. Because my mother used to work in a library, so she knows all about, like, book codes, what are called ISBNs.
I give you your new
Basically, like, every book in the world has an ISBN on it. She found the ISBN of this strategy guide, went into the local bookstore, gave them the ISBN, they were able to look it up and were like, yeah, for, like, a really small fee, we can order that in for you. So she literally did that. She ordered it in, and then, like, a week later, she's like, I'm sorry it's a week late, but there's the book. And that was the sweetest thing she ever did for me. It was one of the sweetest things she ever did.
People of Rabanastre, is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire?
But yeah, that's probably why I know so much about Pokemon that I did, because I used to sit there and fucking study these guides back to front.
Frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty.
Our what? Feel you up?
That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Ramanas loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. his ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace His Majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off.
He talks a lot, doesn't he?
This one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me
I
not.
do love his hair, though. He has amazing hair.
I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Ramanas and Lady Ash be gone,
Like, dude, I want to know who does your hair. What shampoo do you use?
In honoring peace,
Is it like L'Oreal because you're worth it, you know?
And to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
You bitch. You absolute... What an absolute bitch. Fucking...
Is Rabanasta to your liking?
I can be Rapunzel in my head.
It is
Not on my head, sadly.
Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant,
Unfortunately,
yet
IRL,
whimsical in
I'm
its
bald as
execution.
fuck, so...
A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Granus
I'm just gonna be like
might one day
sat behind Zammy in January and just be like, I'm just brushing your hair. Brushing your hair, and Zammy's just gonna be like, why do I hear scissors?
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
Oh, I'm not that mean. I could be, but I'm not that mean.
It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future Emperor, Highness. The people of Rabanasta join me in welcoming
That's
you.
enough of Highness. Though indeed I am our Emperor's son, I am
Human
no
centipede?
prince.
That sounds horrific.
Arcadia's Emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
Nero knows best.
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanasta. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not.
Like, I'm sorry, but if your name begins with a V, or sounds like pain, or rhymes with pain, generally you are probably a villain.
Until you call me by name.
Oops.
How can he stand about to him like that?
Fine,
You're
just
so
do not get
vain.
it, do you? He's not doing
You
it 'cause
probably
he
think
wants
this
to.
song is about you. You're
You know
so
what would happen
vain.
if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
That's so vain.
I don't know.
It's the future
Well,
you can see. Sorry.
I'd do something.
Vaughn.
Vaughn.
Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you?
Nope. Vice
This place
President
has
Kane.
changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanasta
Hi,
anymore.
Raging. Welcome on
like
in.
The Empire is swallowing it whole.
Oh.
Hey, Penelope.
Hi, Fluffy, as
that
well.
fate
Welcome on in.
You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
I have an invitation.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Magello to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown?
I have an invitation, but that's because fucking, you know, Vane Solidor just wants
told
to
you,
look at my
I'm going to
glorious
take
rack.
back what's ours.
You know?
Give back to Dalmasca.
He just wants to look at my
Come on.
tits.
What do you
Why
think?
did that scare you?
If I find something.
Do you have a
and it fetches
phobia
a good
of
price,
gnomes? Do you have
how about
gnomophobia?
I buy you all dinner.
Are you like when you go out into like your parents' backyard,
You
you
know
have
as
to
well
turn
as
all
I
the
do the
gnomes
first
around
thing
so that they're
you'd buy
facing
is
the
an
other way
airship.
because of like a childhood incident
Oh,
when you
hail
passed out
Vaughn,
and woke up and all the
sky part of
gnomes were like
Dalmasca.
surrounding you and
It's got a
staring at
nice
you into
ring
your
to it.
soul.
Stay out of trouble.
No?
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But
Not
not
of
through
gnomes.
Magellan. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
Oh, thank you for the pets. Oh, look at that guy. It's Bagamnon. I love his lip piercings. He's just like, he would never be allowed to go through a fucking hospital metal like a hospital, an airport metal detector, honestly. Yay, we did that! We did the thing. Right. Oh. I literally just walked past him. Gnomes are classically the allies of dragons. They make gold, which we all like to hoard. Jesus Christ. I remember my dad telling me a story about, my dad was telling me a story when he, because my dad used to be, an accident and emergency nurse, like, an ER nurse, basically. He was telling me, like, the number of times he would come home and he would tell my mom stories about, like, people who had stuck things up their ass that they shouldn't have done, but they'd always say, oh no, I fell on it. And you're like, you put a condom on it before you fell on it? I don't buy it, sorry. It's like, it doesn't matter how it happened, like, our job is to, you know, pull it out. But there was a guy who, yeah, they always say they fell on it. Or it's like, well, why were you naked in your back garden, you know? It's the middle of winter, why were you naked in the back garden? Do you know what I mean? Why did you have your ass out in the back garden? Blah, blah, blah. There was a guy who had, a garden gnome shoved up his butt. Not the full thing, obviously, but he'd sat down on the thing, but apparently then he'd slipped. This guy was like, he was quite adamant that like, he was like, yes, okay, I was pleasuring myself with a gnome. But the problem is what had happened was, because it was a cold day, while he was kind of lowering himself on his gnome in his garden, he lost his footing, and kind of, the gnome tipped over, and the hat part of the ceramic cracked off and got stuck. So the tip of the hat got stuck in his butt, and they had to give him surgery to remove it because there was like ceramic shards in his bum. Thankfully he escaped with like really minor damage. So I was just like, ew. But they always say that, don't they? They always say, oh, I fell on it. And it's like, no, you didn't. And it's like, no, you fucking didn't, love. Fell on it my ass. Yeah. There was a guy who, chromed leathers, heck yeah. There was a guy who, I think I told this story, the guy who had the Buzz Lightyear up his bum. Like, that Buzz Lightyear toy really did go to infinity and beyond. Like, he, like, closed the helmet so it had, like, the rounded head. But unfortunately what had happened was the guy couldn't get it back out because at some point during it going in, the button got pressed so the wings extended. Yep. The wings extended while it was in there. So, poor Buzz Lightyear really did go to infinity and beyond because, but again, like, according to my dad, like, the legs were still sticking out of his ass. The legs were still sticking out of this poor guy's ass. And, he was quite adamant that he'd just fallen on it after getting out the shower, and it was just like, no, you didn't. No, you fucking did not. It was like, no, you fucking did not. You're a liar, sir. But yeah, like, fucking poor Buzz Lightyear, honestly. Poor Buzz, honestly. Oh! You can just hear, like, the muffled, like, from, like, inside this guy's, from inside this guy's stomach. I mean, technically, if you think about it, Andy's mother from Toy Story would have also had toys called Woody and Buzz. I'm not wrong. Andy's mother would have also had toys called Woody and Buzz. Ooh. What do you mean, no? I'm absolutely right. There's a snake in my boot. No. Ew. I'll say that, and you know Zat's just going to appear. So would Sid's mom. I know. Honestly, the way Sid goes on, I bet his mother wishes she'd swallowed him. Do you know what I mean? Baton's Technics. You're never going to unsee that now? Do you reckon, like, the toys, if they were playing a practical joke on Woody, would have, like, taken his hat off and put it on his mother's dildo? Do you know what I mean? And then it really would have been Woody with, like, the... You know, just the... Or is that too far? He grew up half decent. He did. He became a garbage man, which is a perfectly respectable position. Honestly, it's actually surprisingly well paid. It's a perfectly respectable job. Yes, fair enough, it's dirt. It's like a dirty job because you're dealing with literal filth on a daily basis. But still, I mean, it's honest work, isn't it? Do I get drugs? Potion and a teleport stone. Heck yeah. Did you ever notice a banga standing watch in front of a building on the north end? I know, he really, like... He probably needed a lot of therapy after, you know, the toy literally came to life in his hand. Like, yeah, like after a toy literally came to life in his hand. But the funny thing is, though, like, they explain in the, I think it's in Toy Story 4, if something is considered to be a toy, even if it's literally been handmade, do you know what I mean? It gains sentience and becomes a toy. You know, it becomes alive. Because that was the case with, Forky, I believe his name was. Because he was literally just a plastic fork with googly eyes and, like, pipe cleaner hands. But, like, he was literally just that. He just had, like, googly eyes and a pipe cleaner hands. But he came to life because he was a toy. But it was just kind of funny because he kind of, if I recall correctly in Toy Story 4, he kept trying to kill himself. I don't quite know why. He just kept trying to kill himself. Bit worrisome, not gonna lie. Bit worrisome. It's a Moogle. He thought he was garbage, so he kept trying to kill himself. But obviously, like, by that logic, if something is considered a toy and it would come to life, would that mean that Andy's mother's sex toys were sentient? Would that mean that Andy's mother's sex toys had sentience? You know? We have to ask these questions. I'm sorry, someone has to think about these things, and we're doing it right now. Like, what if, when Andy's much older and he's in college, what if he buys a fleshlight? Does that thing start talking? It's just constantly got, like, a little bit of dribble from, like, where he's lubed it up or something? I don't know. This is opening a whole box worth of things. Well, someone has to think about these things. Someone has to think about these things. Hello! You're hot. Oh, so I can only sell stuff depending on my clan rank. Okay. Decoy. Alright. So now we have to go pay somebody called Old Dallin a visit. But yeah, someone has to think about these things. I'm so sorry if I've put you off your tea. No, I'm not. But yeah, you're with Hinte on that one. But yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, based on that logic, if something is considered a toy and it gains sentience, what happens if, like, Andy buys a fleshlight? Does it talk? Like, what if he still has, like, an old plushie or something that, like, gets given to him by a colleague and its only friend is a talking fucking fleshlight, you know? Because you have to think of the people who consider root vegetables as toys. Does that impede? I mean... maybe? I mean, technically speaking, they are alive. Like, it's an organic thing, so it is, like, alive anyway, isn't it? I don't know. But that is a valid point. Like, what happens if we had Sausage Party, and a lot of people, it was so funny, that film in America, because it was an R-rated movie. Like, Sausage Party was an R-rated movie, but loads of parents in America took their kids to go and see it, thinking it was, because it's animated, that means it's child-friendly. And then, like, it really wasn't. Hi, Redbeard, welcome on in. Like, there is a lot of freaky food sex in that movie, and I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, and the parents were complaining to they were complaining to the cinema chains. It's like, this is an animated movie, why isn't it kid-friendly? And it's like, animation isn't limited to kids' films? Sorry. Like, fucking sorry, bitch. Your kid got scarred for life and was wondering what the taco was doing to the hot dog bun, you know?
Ah, if it isn't Von Ratz.
I mean, same. My dad used to let me watch fucking horror movies from when I was like 8, and I turned out fine.
Armor by the East Gate?
What? You already heard about that?
Wise I may not be, but well informed I am.
It's old Dallin and his
what's
pet
coming
bunny.
To them someday, believe me. But that's not why I'm here.
That's a very placid rabbit.
I want to know how to sneak into the palace. They've got to have some great stuff in there. Thought I'd partake.
Not one to mince words, are you, boy? The Empire protects all that's hers, and that means the palace and all the treasures inside.
That's why I'm gonna do it. To take back what's ours.
So, our champion of the sewers aspires to noble action. Admirable. Perhaps I can help you.
That would be nice, yes, that is why I came here.
Now that I think on it, there was a rumor. Yes, a secret passageway into the palace vaults. A door and a magic stone that opens the way.
That's it. This is exactly why I came to talk to you first, Alan. So, where's this, magic stone?
Oh, I've had it for years, if I can remember where I've tucked it away.
That's convenient. The Crescent Stone has lost its magics. Without the power of a Sunstone, it will be of little use. You seek Giza Plains. Speak with the nomads there. You will find your Sunstone. Leave by South Gate and continue south. Their village is not far. Be careful, my boy. I'm gonna start calling people that. Honestly. I've gotten so used to people, like, unironically calling me daddy lately. I'm not quite sure why. I mean, my character is a DILF, like, literally. When you first saw the trailer, you thought you were going to be a kid's movie right up until... Yeah, that potato got skinned alive. Wasn't even funny. We get to go to a new area! Ow. You blame the Foat? Why do you blame the Foat? What did the Foat do? Cedric's not a fan of horror movies, which is kind of funny. Cedric isn't a fan of horror movies. I do love my husband, though. He is amazing. Speak of the devil. He plays horror games. He's the other dad. Oh, I mean, me and Cedric are a couple of daddies. Absolutely. You're a friendly friend, Foat, and you are incredibly... fuckable. Like, I'm not even gonna mince words. Like, It is the Foat. Look, it's a bunny! It's a Benoy. It's a Benoy. Stab the bunny. Forfeit all mortal possessions to the bunny. Get your ass back here, bunny. Dead bunny. Stabby stabby 2x4. Aha. Antidote. What is? Hyena. It has a horn. Like, it has like a really sharp looking horn. Haha. Like, this hyena has a horn. I don't know many hyenas. Obviously, there's Space Yin, and Haisha, but I think they're like the only two Yins that I know.
Yeah.
Like, I know of Space Yin, but I've never really hung out with them. Obviously, I've hung out with Haisha. Am I missing any hyenas? I found a Firestone. I can evolve my Growlithe into an Arcanine now. Yay.
Ha. Yeah.
Cedric's cute. Like, I love my husband very dearly. In fact, if you're not following Cedric, you really should.
No, this is your fault, Howie. Oh my, what a big V12 you have.
Excuse you, Cedric. Notices your V12.
Yeah. Ha.
Oh my god. Oh my days. That made me giggle. You spit up your Pepsi? Oh my god. Here, you can have one too then.
Why the fuck you did that?
Bonoy. So that's Celeste.
What? What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Ha.
But I should have.
That is where Raging gets his name. That is how Raging got his name. Speaking of cute dragons.
I got a stupid question. Extremely stupid and very rude, but have you ever thought maybe, just maybe, you should try therapy to move on from your dead husband? Instead of, I don't know, turning to the necromantic arts?
Okay. I'm sure there's a way to, I can't remember what button it is to open that. There it is. I knew there was a button to open the world map. You were at the point towards the end where you're like, fuck it, you're turning the cheats on? Wow. But fair enough. Stabby! Haha!
Yeah.
I would like to get Libra, because Libra is an ability that, like, all of my characters fucking need. Okay. So, let's get... Bangles are handy, but yeah, I will teach Vaughn Libra. So I need another 3 license points. I'm sure I can get those here. Get your ass back here! Haha. Ow. Why you do the ow? I'm killing bunnies. I obtained a cotton cap. Oh. Darius bonked you. Can I bonk you?
Yeah.
Like, but the in bed kind of bonking, you know? Okay, I'm clearly going the wrong way. Oh, hang on. Yeah, because now I have the license for it, so now I can unlock Libra. Obviously, I now need to go and buy Libra, but, having Libra will still be handy as fuck, you know? Get back here! Get back here! Hello! Burb! Angie Burb! Ow, you bitch. Hello.
Yeah.
You are a very angry Burb.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to heal. Yeah. Oh! Aha! I found a large feather. Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal. That thing did a number on me. Well, I have a spare potion, so... that works. I love the oh you hear from the healing. I love the kind of like oh. Just got me thinking of the moment that Family Guy and Cleveland was getting bonked in bed. Oh yeah. Ow, 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 ow. When's it gonna be my turn?
Yeah.
So Cleveland was clearly getting pegged in that very moment. Okay. Is this where I needed to be? Yes, because the music's changed. Yay! The Nomad Village. Hey, bitch. Okay. Are you the saleswoman? No, you are not the saleswoman. Are you the sales Moogle? Cartographer's Guild. Would I like to buy a map? I'd love to. I got the map. Okay, so let's sell some goodies. I have 1,000 gil. Oh, I can buy a shield. I can't use the shield, but I can buy the shield. And I can buy Libra. Yay! Okay. I'm just readjusting because I'm kind of sitting in a funny position. I do need Libra. Blindna, I will buy that as well. Eye drops, potions. I'll take 5 of these. No sense in hanging on to money if I can't fucking use it, you know? Okay. Have you come to see the dark crystals? Not everyone takes well to the heat of the Giza Plains. Ah, so it is a sunstone you seek. You've come to the right place. They can only be made here in Giza. They're quite valuable, though, so we can't go handing them out to anyone who wanders into the camp. You see, we make and sell them to earn the money we need to survive. Still, maybe we can come to an arrangement. The making of sunstones is a chore we give to the children of the camp. They roam the plains, traveling from dark crystal to dark crystal, drawing the light from the crystals into shade stones. One of these children, Jin, has not yet returned. He left carrying our supply of shade stones. If you find him for me and tell him to come back, you may take one of the sunstones he's made in return. Some of the children said they may have seen him to the south of the camp. You may want to speak with them yourself before leaving. Please find Jin and tell him I could go for a Jin right now. It's Penelo!
Penelo? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same, though the answer's pretty clear. No good.
What? I'm being good.
I have raspberry soda. It's really good.
Right. So, then you wouldn't mind if I, say, tagged along, would you?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. Miguelo's busy with preparations for the fete up at the palace. Why, I'm free for the whole day. Well, let's get going.
He doesn't seem happy that his girlfriend's coming along for the ride. But now, Penelo is here. Yay! Penelo's here. So, now we can choose her license board. So, let's make her a Shikari as well. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. God, can you imagine? Just everyone is a Shikari. That's it. No. Normally, I tend to make... Because Penelo has the highest magic stat, I tend to make her a white mage. I usually start with Penelo as a white mage, so... Penelo is our white mage. Okay, so she's gonna get the Orakia armlet. Oratia, fucking hell. She can use Cure and Blindna, which is good. I did find a cotton cap, which is good. I will increase her magic power straight from the off. And I will also give her Mystic Armor 2. So once I start getting that type of armor, she can use it straight from the off. So there you go. Excellente. Sweet. Okay. So, she has a dagger and she has the cotton cap and a cotton shirt. I don't really have any things to give her, but once I get some more money, I can buy her a bangle so that I can have magical bangle power, like, all the time. Because basically, if a character in your party has a bangle, you automatically get Libra, which is basically, it reveals information about your opponent. You will see what I mean when I, get down here. Hey Vaughn, let me give you these before we go. There's all sorts of monsters out there, so you can never be too careful. So far, you've been traveling by yourself, but now that I'm here, we travel as a party. You can give commands to allies in your party just like you've been doing for yourself up to now. I'll make my own decisions about what to do, but you can also give me specific commands, and I'll take care of those first. Got it? You can now change the party leader. Gambits has been added to the battle menu. So now I can use Gambits, which basically is the automatic... It's the kind of automatic, well, I can't edit them just yet, but... But at least now, Vaughn will... Penelo will attack whatever Vaughn is targeting.
Yeah.
Vaughn can use Libra. And there we go. So now I can see its health, and I see its weaknesses.
Yeah.
And between the pair of them, they'll probably kill this thing, so... There we go! You're gonna find your dump bin full of plushies and hide in... That actually sounds really fun. Like, I would totally do that if I was in IKEA. I would just find the plushie bin that was full of Blahages, or the bears, and just, like, crawl in them. I kind of really want to get the IKEA bear, because they just look so cute. Honestly, the next time because I have a couple of the IKEA Huskies. I really want to get one of the IKEA bears, because they're just so cute. But the problem is they're like, they were a limited edition run, so I don't know if they still sell them. Right. So, since Vaughn is running out of health, I can get her to use her white magic, because she has Cure. There we go. Penelo can use Heal. Ah! What the fuck is that? Hello? Snack. That thing just came out of nowhere. That thing just came out of nowhere. Holy shit. Slaven. Ow. Oh, of course, because when they're asleep, they take more damage. I'm gonna get kicked in the face again, aren't I? And then she can heal him again. Alright. There is basically going to be like a lot of just grinding, but we can just chill and chat while I do that, you know?
Yeah.
That's that one. Oh, I should probably pick one to attack, shouldn't I? Very superstitious.
Yeah.
But as a general rule, these things always target the healers. They always target the healers first. Yeah, as a general rule, monsters always target your healers first. Which is a bit of a shitty tactic. But, you know, that's just how it works, isn't it? You take out the healers. I obtained blind. Excuse me? But can I even use it? Hang on. How do I... Oh, it's in inventory, isn't it? Abilities. Oh, there it is. I have fire and I have blind. Alright. Oh, hang on. Can I, like, sort that? Yes. There we go. Okay, I see where I need to go, so let's head that way. Yes, it is a black magic, yeah. It's obviously casts blind on the opponent to basically lower their accuracy. I think there's a hunt I can do while I still have Pinello, but I'm also kind of grinding just to get Pinello a level up or two. I keep forgetting to actually tell him to attack. I'm also kind of grinding for money as well, because I want to buy Pinello a bangle. So basically, that's all we're doing right now. We're just vibing, and, we're just vibing, and kind of, we're vibing and grinding to get monies. How am I getting wolf pelts from hyenas? I don't know. I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it. I mean, considering, like, Vaughn is 17 and Pinello is 16, like, imagine being this big fucking owl monster, like an apex predator of this area, and two kids with little stabby things just run along and just keep poking you with them. Honestly. It's the equivalent of getting kicked in the shins by a child. It honestly is the equivalent of getting kicked in the shins.
Yeah.
There we go. You see, like I say, I'm not questioning it. But at least because because the increased magic potency increases the damage from her magical attacks by 20%. So, is good, yes, yes. There we go. But normally, I tend to keep Pinello as like a predominantly magic user, so I'll have her as like a white mage and a black mage. But sometimes I'll make her like a white mage and a time mage, so that she can use crossbows as well. Because a lot of the crossbows deal like, also do like statuses.
Yeah.
I found a potion. There's nowhere really good to get, like, battle chains just yet. Like, in later areas, like the Still Shrine of Miriam, you find, like you can chain, because Because the higher the chain, the more likely it is that you find, items. Welcome back, Raging.
Yeah.
I do feel kind of bad for having to kill the Benoi, but, you know. The Mage Masher and the Assassin's Dagger. Heck yeah. Rods. And now she can use staves as well, which is good. Because staves also increase, Grim's not here and you won't tell. Grim? My brain's just farted, sorry. Alright, I found a potion. But yeah, I'm basically just kind of grinding up a little bit. But yeah, we're just... all we can really do... Grimless. I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. I'm assuming they're a rabbit. No, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God, go Pinello. Holy crap. Right. Let's see. Status-wise, I'm assuming that... oh my god, these two have a way to go to level up. Fucking hell. Because I know there's a mark that we can hunt. Called the Thextra, I want to say. Now, do I have enough money to... can I sell some goodies to buy Pinello a bangle? Do I have enough to buy her a rod? No. Oh, but I can also give her better armor. Heck yeah. I do have enough for a bangle. Hell yeah. Added a bangle to inventory. And I've got exactly enough to improve her stuff. So there you go. Magic Church. Light woven shirt. Heck yeah! And I now have 0 money. I was gonna say, I can just sell the old stuff. I'm not quite sure where all these cotton caps came from, honestly. Alright, so let's give Pinello the bangle. She doesn't have the license for the bangle. I'm a dummy. I'm a fucking dummy. Okay, so we need to give Pinello the license points to get to use the bangle. I'm an idiot. I'm a dummy. I genuinely didn't realize that, genuinely didn't realize. Fucking hell. Genuinely didn't realize. I love how quickly the Switch version of the game saves. Oh, and Vaughn's Libra has worn out, so I'll go like this. I do like how it all worked out as a round number, though. There we go. A pinch of echo herbs. Love it. I got this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into a bridge and then I let it burn. But I love the music of this game. It's so, like, it's so vibey to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such an old school kind of Final Fantasy, you know? Yeah. Not like old school, but like there's enough, like it's, this was one of the games that like I played when I was a teenager, do you know what I mean? Like I played this one when it first came out on the PS2, and now I'm fucking playing it on the Switch, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the cool thing about MP magic points in this game is that they regenerate as you walk around. So that is something I really enjoy. Pinello! Do be a dear and stab this thing. Thank you. Be a darling. Okay, so we need to go this way. And plus, like, the landscape and stuff of this game is always hella fucking pretty. I mean, that leads somewhere, but I don't really want to go find out where it is, because I don't think we're supposed to go there yet. Because I think that leads through to the... I don't even know where it leads. I can't remember. The Osmone plane, maybe? Oh, hello. They are big and angry looking. Ah! Oh my god, run! They are very big and angry. And Pinello got her shit kicked in. Pinello got her shit kicked in. Okay, so avoid them. Yeah, like, avoid them like the fucking plague. Got it. That was only because the fucking bunny, got too close, you know what I mean? Okay, let's not do that again. Let's not do that again. So, because Pinello died and I had to use one of my Phoenix Downs. It's right there! That is a, can you just not, please? What is that? That's pretty. Slipnir. Let's go stab it. It's so pretty! Nero, stab it.
Yeah.
It's dying. You get a decent amount of LP for that. XP even. I got a potion. But yeah. Ugh. Right. Let's heal Vaughn up again. There we go. Now apparently he's here. There's the kid. Hi. Yeah, my name's Jin. What's it to ya? Mazua wants me to come back to the village? That could be a problem. I tripped running from some monsters. Guess I pulled something. I just needed to make one more to be finished for today. I didn't want to head back short, so I thought I'd give my leg a rest and try again. You need a sunstone, huh? I'll give you a shade stone, but I'm still not sure I can walk yet, so you'll have to turn into a sunstone. That's your shade stone. As for the dark crystals, you'll find them all over the Giza Plains. This stone right here beside me is one of the smaller ones. The bigger crystals have something inside that soaks up sunlight and shines really bright. See that one over there? If you take that shade stone I just gave you and bring it near one of the shining dark crystals, it will absorb the energy from it. There are 4 shining dark crystals in Giza right now. If you're having trouble finding them, just stop and scan the horizon. There's no way to tell how much energy you can draw from any one crystal without trying. You shouldn't need to use all 4. So basically, you have to head to the 4 crystals. But as I say, it's also a good way to grind as well, so... It's also a good way to grind, so... We're gonna go this way and avoid the big fucking... As much as I love fooling around with big canines, like big anthro-canines I should say, I'll correct myself, I don't really fancy tangling with them. You're always down for grinding with me? I'll grind on you. I'm always down. At least Pinello has access to healing magic, because, like, I would have been in a fucking... Hey! I would have been probably up a certain creek without a canoe if I hadn't, so... Let's get rid of you. And then we'll get rid of you as well. Libra ran out, so I'll refresh that. There we go. Let's absorb its energy. I got 48% from just one crystal. Holy shit. If I recall correctly though, the over time the crystals will like over time your Shade Stone will run out of juice. So you need to go back and like refill it. It's really slow though. Do you know what I mean? Like it's actually really slow. Okay. Yeah. We are attacking this thing. At least, like, when these two attack, it's a very similar speed. They're both pretty quick. I think Pinello is slightly faster? Hold still, you bitch! You know, you just want to fucking... Oh, okay. And now, Pinello can get the... She can get that. So now, Pinello can use... There! Now they can both use bangles. But I'm going to give the bangle to Pinello. So now, Libra is now automatically always in effect. So there we go. You see, there's methods to my madness, you see. There is always a method to my madness. The only thing that I don't like about this game is you only get, like, for most of the generic enemies, you only get, like, 1 license point. It would be nice if you got more. Like, it may be 2. I know you can get items that double it, which are handy when you're LP grinding. But if you're going for, like, a specific license, you basically just have to go through and just start killing, and killing, and killing, and killing. Do you know what I mean? You just basically have to kill every little thing that gets in your way. Like, literally anything that gets in your way, you have to kill it. But I suppose that's also the way of the first few it's also the kind of the way of the first few areas, because like you want to be grinding for LP as soon as possible, really. So, but I hope that those of you who have played this game before are interested by the way I play. I hope I'm living up to the hype. Ah. I got a water stone. I can evolve my Eevee into a Vaporeon if I want to. Yay!
Yeah.
Plus, obviously, it's good training as well, so... So yeah, we need to go this way.
Yeah.
Because obviously the experience that you get from killing monsters does drop the higher your level goes. So obviously the easier it is to kill a monster, you'll only get like maybe 1 experience point. But can you imagine if you were just like there all day? Do you know what I mean? There's quite a few enemies in this area, like holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I imagine getting stabbed would, getting cut would obviously, wake me up as well. That's why doctors use drugs to make sure you stay asleep. Do I get teleported back to the kid? Yes, I do. Hey, you've got a sunstone. Let's take a look. Seems okay to me, not bad for city folk. So here's what's happened. Masuya's always warning us to stay away from the Oh, they're werewolves. I see. Well, a bunch of us decided we'd have a little contest to see who's the bravest. It started out as a lark, but Tot said that none of us kids living on the plains should be scared of monsters. I guess I got carried away. Oh, so he got too close to a werewolf. Got it. Bye. You're not very fast. Jin made it back home safe and sound. He is a good boy, but how his mind wanders. He never thinks of the worry it causes me. I'm sorry if he was any trouble. Please take these. Jin gave you a sunstone, yes? I hope it may be of some help to you. Hey, there we go. We got it. We got some good shit. So, let's sell some stuff. New bazaar goods are now available. Antidote set, hell yeah. Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Kit contains potions and tufts of phoenix down at a price no bargain hunter dare pass by. Hell yeah. Phoenix downs and potions. Lovely. First aid. Dark and slow. I don't need those just yet, though. Yeah, I don't need those abilities just yet. A friend of yours used to have a fear of dying from going under too deep, so she told the anesthesiologist and he ended up not giving her enough. Ew. Because that's the thing, like, it would have numbed the area, but she still would have felt them poking around in there. Do you know what I mean? Ugh. That's awful. I'm sorry she went through that. Like, that's the thing, like, whenever, like, the last time I had to have dental work, they had to anesthetize the area so they could, I had to get, like, a filling in one of my teeth, and, they had to obviously, like, numb the area, and, obviously they put the stuff in my gums, and, like, I could, like, even though there was no pain, I could still, like, my jaw was physically vibrating as he was obviously, like, rummaging around in my mouth, and I was just like, I don't like this feeling. Like, I was just like, this is not a nice feeling. It really was not enjoyable in the slightest. Excuse me. Love-struck man. Hello! A Moogle! Would I like to buy a map? I'd love to! Thank you. I don't need the one of the Westerson just yet. But I will take the, it sucked, but it was years ago. Well, I'm glad to hear that she's, recovered from that, because I would... That would be awful. Honestly, like, ugh. I would hate every fucking minute of that. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Actually, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna take a drink because my throat's getting itchy. Raspberry soda is so nice. I've never had it before. Can you believe that? Because the little corner shop near me, they were selling it. And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It looks... Ah! Shy, thank you for gifting a sub to Metal! Metal, enjoy the ad-free viewing in the emotes. Welcome back to the Husky Hub VIP Club. Yeah, definitely not. Like, ugh. My, one of the guys I went to... Oh my god. Shy, thank you for gifting a sub to Faded. Faded, welcome back to the Husky Hub VIP Club. I have to go speak to Ghastly. Oh, Ghastly. I read that as Ghastly. I prefer the name Ghastly. I prefer the name Ghastly. I would much rather call him Ghastly. Ah, such good beans. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. Eee, my goodness. I have an itchy eyeball. It's probably because my finger's stuck in it, but you know. People just wander in without a sub badge, and Shy's just like, target acquired. I'm just like, oh shit. Nah. You're a heckin' good bean, and the support is always appreciated. Thank you so much. Right. So, where is this Gatsley? Where are you, sir? Are you up here? Rex's friend, Rabinaster, and Rex's friend, hello. Hey there, Vaughn. Glad to see you're alright. You may want to think twice before picking Imperial pockets, though. You always were raised in some kind of trouble. I remember Rex was always fussing at you about one thing or another. Those were the days. So I'm looking for a man named Gatsley. Where did it say he was? Oh my god. Fucking... He was literally in the fucking building I was just in before. He was in the pub. He was in the pub, for fuck's sake. I literally have the guidebook open on my lap, and I just looked up where he was, because that's where his shop opens when you, That's where his shop opens when you finally fucking find him. So I did a whoopsie there. Right, so the Sand Sea is up here. I literally walked right fucking past him. Kill the Thexterra. Okay. Galtea Downs. The cliff wall to the left. Excuse me, sorry. You know what? I'm gonna put the book, like, here on my little side table. So I can... When I say put the book on the side table, book, I don't mean slide the fuck off. Excuse you. Ugh. I just want to be comfy. Give me the comfy. There we go. I hope everyone's all nice and comfy. Are you all comfy? Excuse me, I should not be yawning this much. I am so sorry. The funny thing is, like, I didn't roll out of bed till like 1 PM local time, so I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Do you know what I mean? And I know that normally Saturdays are spooky Saturdays, but I think because everyone was playing Pokemon and stuff, I wasn't able to arrange like... Well, no, I tell a lie. Like, it's not really that I wasn't able to arrange, I just never asked anybody, so it's my own fucking fault. But it's fine. Like, I basically just took, like, a full 2 weeks off streaming, just to kind of, like, reset my batteries and stuff as well, and, like, recharge with Pokemon. Because, like, I think I was starting to get a little bit burned out, just a little bit. So I think the time off was definitely something I needed, so... But I'm glad that I get to play one of my favorite games. I mean, to be fair, a lot of my games are my favorite games. I don't know what I'm going to play tomorrow. I have no fucking idea what I'm going to play tomorrow. Probably Skyrim. Like, we'll get back to doing some Skyrim tomorrow. But yeah. Although I did also pick up, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 in the Nintendo Switch Black Friday sale. Because I was able to get both of them for like £9. For both. Like, both copies, it was like £9 for the bundle. And I love KOTOR 1 and 2. Like, I have them on PC. Yeah. But I am very excited to be able to play them, like, on my Switch for you guys. Because it means I can use my, it means I can use this model. I mean, honestly, like, I'm also, like, super excited to, start Pokemon Scarlet on stream for you guys as well. So I may wind up doing that tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Yeah, like, depending on how I feel, I may wind up, starting Pokemon, I may very well wind up starting Pokemon, Scarlet tomorrow. I just need to speak to Varric. Because both of us have finished the story now. So we could start tomorrow. There's the Thexterra. Alright, let's kill it. Yeah. 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 No. Oh shit. There we go, it's dead. But yeah, I'll probably speak to Varric and be like, hey, do you want to start the Pokemon thing tomorrow? Because then it also gives us time to actually get shit arranged.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
But we'll see how I feel, honestly. Like, I'm definitely not burned out on Pokemon yet, do you know what I mean? Which is surprising, considering how much I played that game so intensely the past week. I'm genuinely surprised. It's just a big feline Nero. What, the thing I just killed? That was a wolf. That was a giant wolf. I'm sorry. I'll give him the license for first aid. Whereas she can have white magic too. There we go. Speaking of, he needs healing. Thank you! Okay, but that is the Thextora taken down. I remember the original release of Final Fantasy XII was so much harder. Like, obviously, like, it was your typical JRPG, but the main complaint a lot of people had was that the game was, like, unnecessarily difficult. Do you know what I mean? The game was, like, unnecessarily. It was just needlessly hard, and it didn't need to be. Like, the game was just needlessly hard. Right, where was I going again? Oh. Because there's a way to Old Dallon's from the south gate, so I'll head down this way. Oh, dear. I really shouldn't be running out of energy already, honestly. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we have to go speak to Old Dallon.
Hey, Vaughn.
Hmm?
It's been a long time since we did anything together. Too long. I had a really good time. Well, I should probably be getting back to the store. Actually, I was kinda supposed to be watching the place for Miguelo.
Duh! So she just left the staff on their own.
And Vaughn, try to stay out of trouble. For me, I don't know what I'd do if you weren't here.
Sweetie, would you mind, like, not doing that in front of the camera? Thank you!
I'm not going anywhere, okay?
That's what I wanted to hear. See you later.
Sorry, Penelo.
Penelo leaves the party. Okay, here we go. I do have a sunstone.
Now you'll be wanting to know how to sneak into the palace, eh? First you go to Storehouse 5. You know the one. 2 doors she has. Now the right takes Ban Ratsbane to his territorial hunting grounds in the sewer bottom. But that's not the way you'll go. No, you'll take the left door, down into the Garamsite waterway. The waterway leads to a stair. The stair to the palace cellars. That's your way in. But don't go counting your gil just yet, my boy. Getting into the palace was the easy part. The way into the treasury is carefully hidden. That's where this crescent stone comes in. The magics it bears can open the hidden door to the treasury, you see. Listen, Von, for the words I shall speak are most important, and not to be forgotten. Do you understand? The signet yearns for sunstone strength to light the clouded way. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile. Very important. Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Very well. Oh, a warning. Be aware that if you're caught, you'll spend the rest of your short life rotting in the Nalbina dungeons. So,
good to know.
Look sharp, my boy. And don't go running off before you're ready. Plans freshly hatched have a habit of tumbling from the nest straight into the hunter's stew pot.
That's not creepy at all. Oh, that angle. Straight into the hunter's stew pot. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Oh, hello. Beneath Rabanasta, the Garum Scythe Waterway. It's Vossler.
Squads 3 through 6 are in place. They stand ready. So
oh,
far,
they've
the
covered up their
Imperials haven't
titties.
noticed a thing.
Then go now and hurry the others. By nightfall, we must ensure all our men are in place.
Sir. Sir.
Who did? Sweetie, you forgot the rest of your skirt. She's just like thigh-high boots and just the remnants of a tablecloth. That girl, you lost the rest of your skirt. What you gonna do? Oh, he's being... Here, you can have this. You just sell bombs. That's... Nothing dodgy about that at all, do you know what I mean? She's gotta flaunt it? Oh, absolutely. She's just like, look at my ass. Look at my fafufala, you know? Fafufala? Yes, that's what it's called now. The fafufala. I don't know science. Hi, Yacht Your Wolf, welcome on in. Right, where was I going? I cannot remember. That's Yugri's magics. We were gonna go to the Sand Sea and speak to Gatsley. I keep calling him Ghastly. His name is Ghastly now. When he dies, he will become a Haunter, and then maybe a Gengar. There he is. Sad man, hello. You did it. You brought it down. Thank you so much. You've saved me and my wife. This isn't much, but I want you to take it for helping us out. Headguard. I like it. Bye. He just left me some... Oh, and I can equip it straight from the off as well. Heck yeah. Sweet! Well, that's another quest turned in. Let's go speak to, Mont Blanc, because he will give me... Because I ranked up, you are tired and sore? How are you sore? Like, sore as in the you had a very long night of passionate lovemaking, or you've just had a busy day? Not the fun way? Oh, okay. Not the fun way. Got it. That's unfortunate. Hello! Potions. I'm a hedge knight already, yeah. Warp motes and teleport stones. Online order fulfillment. Oh, okay, so you're like a picker? Like you work in a warehouse and the orders come in and you grab the items and put them in a box, and then a bit like Amazon, but maybe with less forced labor? Or is it more forced labor? It's a retail store. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I can fully imagine. Hello. Why am I so sleepy? To be fair, the stuff I'm drinking is sugar-free. That's probably why. I already had my Zumi juice today and I can't have another one. Because I can only have one a day, otherwise my heart goes brrr. My heart went oops. Mm. 800 plus items? Jesus Christ. Like, the only Black Friday deal that my workplace did was that, basically if you bought, like, a gift card, you'd get, like, for every, £20 you put on the gift card, you'd get, like, an extra £5 credit. So you topped up £20, it was topped up to 25. If you topped up £40, it was topped up to 50, and so on and so forth. So, like, £80 would basically, you paid £80 and you'd get, like, a £100 gift card. Which wasn't too bad. Drugs. So we're going to Storehouse 5. Which is up here. We're going to the Garum Scythe Waterway. Because we need kites to sell us some drugs. Hi. Bus budget? 10.5 hours on the floor yet. No break? Are they allowed to do that? I'm sure, aren't you legally entitled to a break? Like, in the UK, like, not giving your staff a break is illegal. Like, if you fail to give your staff a, like, unless it's, like, stupidly busy and the staff agree to work through their break, you legally have to give them a break. Like, not negotiable. Oh, you are? You just couldn't, it was just too busy. Okay. I guess he got the door. Depends which state you're in. Oh, fucking hell. Some state. I mean, they should. Because I would just be like, well, the problem is I'm really fucking tired. Like, I am entitled to at least a 15-minute break. Let me buy a can of soda, go out for a cigarette, whatever you do. 129 folding chairs? Why would someone need 129? That's such a specific number as well. That is such a specific number. What the fuck? That's such a specific number. Probably some kind of party supply company. No, I don't smoke, no. She is a regular, buys in bulk, decorates, embroiders them, and then resells them. Are these like plastic folding chairs? Like little plastic ones? No. Ow. Hold still, you bitch. Ha. Oh shit. Yeah. Because, like, plastic garden chairs just tend to disintegrate if, like, someone who weighs more than, like, 3 kilograms sit on them. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, this rat is just like, no! Yeah. Stay and face me, you coward. Haha. And now you're dead. Never heard the sound of it. No, I do not smoke. I am, like, asthmatic, so I do not do the smoky smokes, no. Like, they had to implement a system at work because people were taking the piss with, like, cigarette breaks. Because you legally... Because smoking is something that you choose to do, like, you don't... Like, you are not legally entitled to smoke breaks because it's not fair to the non-smokers. So you are legally required to clock out if you go for a smoke break. There were a few members of staff that just weren't clocking out. So basically the company turned around to them and said, right, well, every time you go for a smoke break, you will automatically be docked for 5 minutes of pay. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, well, you like, if you go out for a smoke break and it only lasts 2 minutes, that's fine, clock back in. But if you're, as a general rule of thumb, like, you go for a cigarette when your manager tells you to go for a cigarette. If you just go, you're gonna get told off. Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, there was a guy who worked at the pub. He didn't last very long. Like, he didn't last very long. But basically, like, on day 1, he asked if he could go for a cigarette. And it was about 2 hours into the shift. And I went, yeah, that's fine, go for one. He went out for one. He came back. And then, literally 10 minutes later, he disappeared. But he disappeared for literally, like, a solid 20 minutes. And it turned out he'd gone out for another cigarette and was just sat out in the beer garden playing on his phone. And one of the other managers was like, hey, you're not getting paid to sit and do this, so get back inside. And he went, oh no, sorry, it won't happen again. 10 minutes later, he was out doing it again. But the head manager, like the general manager, she was like, no, I'm not. She was like, she literally pulled the cigarette out of his mouth and like obviously threw it on the floor and stomped on it. And he was like, you owe me a cigarette. And she went, well, I think the money that you're stealing from the company by taking unauthorized cigarette breaks will more than cover that. She went, if I catch you again, like, and literally, he basically just pulled another one out of his pocket and just lit it up. And she basically just went, right, okay, I've clocked you out, just go home. She went, I'm not having this. She went, if you're not going to work today, you can go home, but you're not. He was like, well, I better be getting paid for the rest of the day. And she went, not how it works. She went, you get paid for the hours you work. If you're going to waste my time, you don't get paid. Sorry. She went, I don't legally have to pay you for hours you don't work, because you're not. She was just like, you're not salaried. You get paid for the hours you work. You don't do the hours, you don't get paid. Simple as that. And he proper kicked up a stink about it, and he actually complained to the area manager, and the area manager went, so you had permission for the first cigarette break, you didn't have permission for the second one, so why are you complaining? It was just like, well, your complaint, I'm afraid, is hereby dismissed. So, but he didn't last very long. Because literally there was an occasion, it was about, everything was fine because he kind of got the hint for a couple of days, but then it was on a Wednesday, we had like 2 big tables in at the same time. There was like, it was like 2 tables of like 70 people, not 70, it was like two tables of like 15 to 20 people. And when they both were booked in at the same time, and when they arrived, he went, nah, no. And then he clocked out and he left. And he was just like, I'm not dealing with that. And he just walked out. And he was like, I'll be back tomorrow for my shift as usual when it's less busy. And the manager just basically called him up and she was just like, right, yeah, you can't just do that. You don't get to pick and choose your hours. And he kicked up such a stink. He was like, what you gonna do? And she went, right, well, you don't have to come in for your shift tomorrow. That's fine. You also don't have to come in for any of your shifts for the next 2 weeks. Just don't come back. And she hung up on him. And this was the same guy that basically after he got fired, he turned up anyway, being very sexist and demanding his job back. And it was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, sorry. It's like, you wasted our time, we are not legally obligated to give you the job back, so get out of the building. And he refused to leave. He turned around to me and was like, well, you're younger than me, so I don't recognize you as a manager. So, and the actual head manager is a woman, so I don't recognize her as a manager either. And I was like, well, I'm the oldest male manager, so, I'm afraid I'm the best you're gonna get. So, if you don't like it, fuck off. And he didn't like it, and basically we ended up having to call the police on him, and he got removed by the police. And when the police told him he had to leave, he refused. And the police were like, okay, never mind, we'll just leave. And they were like, no, if the police are telling you to leave, like, it's not up for debate. You grab your shit and you leave. If you refuse, you get arrested. And he kicked up a stink and he got arrested. And nobody was sorry. And it was like, nothing of value has been lost. So, shrug. The worst part is she will get there to pick it up. You have to cancel the order. And get it rung up. She's tax exempt? Oh, fuck that noise. Sometimes we get people who, they present us with forms that say like, hey, I'm tax exempt, so you can't charge me VAT. The problem is, in restaurants and stuff like that, it doesn't apply. So like, you still have to pay it, but people are like, can I have the receipt so I can claim the VAT back? And I'm like, well, sure. But I've had people be like, oh, can you remove the VAT, please? And I'm like, yeah, we don't have the authority to do that. Like, if you want to challenge it, we can give you a receipt so that you, because it tells you how much you've been charged in VAT. So if you have a form, you can try and claim it back. I know you can't because it's in an eatery. Do you know what I mean? But some people are literally like, oh no, you have to remove the VAT. It would just be easier if you just removed the VAT. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. Like, not even the general manager or the area manager can't do that. Once it's on, like, it's automatic. The only way we can do it is to give you a receipt so that you can ask for it back. But because it's a restaurant, you're not eligible for it back. If it was a store, you can claim it back. But that's how most places do it. Like, we can't just press a button and it removes the VAT. Do you know what I mean? Which VAT stands for value added tax. Basically, the more expensive an item is, the more tax they slap onto it. She has a business license, that's why she's tax exempt. Yeah, that's what people say to us. They're like, oh, I have a business license, so I don't have to pay VAT on your food. And I'm like, do you have, like, a friends and family discount? No? Then it's full price. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, it doesn't quite work. Like, Razorfin. That's almost my surname. Because Nero's surname is Razorfin. This thing is ugly. Ow. Get stabbed. You want a friends and family discount? Yeah. I mean, if you're ever in the UK... Oops. Libra! Alright. I have license points to spend. They are burning a hole in my pocket. Yeah. I figured. Oh, so that Razorfin must have been like a rare spawn. Because I got 2 license points for killing it. It's probably going to try and use Joyous Soundwave or something. No? You'd have to... I mean, please do! You can stay at my place. Me and the folk can cuddle the pair of you. Had a puffin back in. Fair enough. I suppose you just take what chances you can get, don't you? But I mean, there have been times where I've had to be manager and people have come up to me like during really busy periods and said, can I go out for a cigarette? And I'm like, I'm afraid not, it's too busy, like get your queue down. And they're like, oh, but the queue isn't gonna go down. And I'm like, well, they're like, they always go like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm gasping for a tab. And I just, without missing a beat, I'll just be like, then quit. If it's that much of a problem, then quit smoking. That's what you need to do. It's like, your lungs will thank you for it. And they always throw a fucking tantrum. And I'm like, look, you're not legally entitled to smoke breaks. If it's quiet, you can have one. But if it's busy, you're just gonna have to suffer. Hi, Cody. Welcome on in. Yeah. I kind of find it funny that sometimes, ow. Especially, like, no offense to you Americans, but, like, whenever people have come in and they've asked us, it's always the Americans who say, oh, where is your indoor smoking area? Yeah. And they always are, like, really fucking surprised when I tell them, oh, we don't have one. And they're like, why not? Because, like, smoking indoors in the UK is illegal. Like, you're allowed to in your own home, but, like, smoking indoors in public venues is illegal. You can be fined on the spot for it. And people don't understand that. Like, I've actually had a few American customers who've literally they've just lit up a cigarette at their table, and I'm like, excuse me, you will have to stub that out or take it outside, please. And they go, they're like, I'm on vacation, I can do what I want. And I'm just like, yeah, no, stub it out or you will be refused service and we will have to call the police. You're breaking the law. And there was one guy who just flat out refused. And he was just like, I'm on vacation, I will do what I like. If you don't like it, get the manager. And I went, okay, sure, my manager's gonna come over and kick you out. And he was like, I would like to see her do that. She wandered over, literally snatched the cigarette out of his hands, took it outside. He followed her outside and she went, right, you smoke it out here because this is the smoking area. If you light that up, if you can go back inside with it, you will be refused service, the police will be called, and you will be banned for life. And he went, you can't do that. And she went, are you my manager? No, I'm not. She went, right, well, I am the manager, and if I say you can't do it, it's not fucking happening. And she went, don't like it, feel free to put in a complaint, but then you'll be asked to provide proof that, you know, you're above the law. Which you're not. You're just a cunt. I'm so proud of you for coming out of the closet as a horrible person, sir. How do you feel? Do you feel liberated now that everyone knows what an asshole you are? Not a thing to be proud of, honestly. Jesus, it costs nothing to be nice. Do you know what I mean? If you want to be an asshole, that's your right. Just don't be surprised when people assume you want to be treated like shit in return. Some, like, bloody people who believe in the Bible say, you know, it says, treat others how you want to be treated. If you're going to treat me like shit, I have to assume you enjoy being treated like shit back, and I will shit in your food. Also, hi, Blind. I love you. I will spit in your fucking coffee. And I will watch you drink it. No, you didn't. I just went off on a tangent. I just went off on a bit of a rant for a moment. Sorry. The joys of customer service facing jobs, eh? No, you're not all entitled assholes. You have a nice asshole, though. That sounded better in my head. That really sounded better in my head. That honestly sounded better in my head. I'm so sorry. You have a nice butt, is what I meant to say. You have a nice butt. Corvo! Fuck's sake. Why would I want to fuck's sake? I'd rather fuck you.
Yeah.
Who is sake, anyway? Or are you saying Saki? I'm just being a shit now. Uh-oh. Oh, fun! There's a good 50 of them. Great. Right. Take out the stealing. Uh-oh. Actually, heal first. Now attack them. Oh, I'm an asshole as well. Like, I'm an absolute cunt, honestly. Like, Manager Nero is completely different from Streamer Nero, honestly. Like, when I get faced with customers who just won't take no for an answer, even though, like, they're legally required to take no for an answer, or they, like, if they start with the personal attacks, I am not afraid to just be like, right, okay, I'm now scanning you for any insecurities you may have, and now I'm going to make them public knowledge. I hope you've made peace with whatever god you believe in, because he's certainly not going to save you from me. Do you know what I mean? I look at these bitches and like, oh, looking at you, I know what you got on your SATs. Ketchup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scan you and break you down, Nero Daddy. Oh my goodness. I could break something. That's how no, that sounded like an actual threat. That went from being slightly suggestive to an actual physical threat. Let's not do that. I totally forgot what I was doing. I'm looking at my book. You know something Nero can break? Dicks! Why would I want to break your dick?
Yeah.
People usually break me anyway. That tends to be the running theme. People are just like, hi, look, it's a husky. Have all my mortal possessions, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, love the husky, cuddle the husky, forfeit all mortal possessions to the husky. I don't quite know why people do that. You can give you, oh my goodness me. People are calling me daddy again. Oh no. I mean, my persona is a literal dilf. Like, he is a dilf. There are quite a few dilfs in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like, Mr. Seguro could get it.
Yeah.
He's the guy in pink with the big fucking mustache. You know, the mustache that you kind of grip onto while you ride his face. Ow. Why don't I have any fanboys or girls yet screaming loudly and asking for an autograph? I did tell you, I don't know if I ever told you guys, I remember there was on one occasion I went to a local fur meet not long after I'd started streaming. And someone recognized my voice. And they were like, I know your voice. And I went, well, I stream a little bit on the side. And they went, oh my god, you're Nero Husky. And I was like, maybe? I don't go to the local fur meets anymore because, like, I'm in my 30s. And it's, like, it tends to be a lot of, like, 18 to 21-year-olds that go to that now. And I'm too old. I don't feel comfortable. Like, these are people that were born, like, after the year 2000. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Right. Let's see what licenses I can buy. I can buy none of them. Actually, I will buy the Light Armor 3. I'm so glad I have a fuck ton of potions. Because I also have no idea where the fuck I'm going. Rat? I think I've gotten sidetracked and I've gone off in a random direction. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm having fun. That's the main thing, right? My Sona has a dad bod. No, my real life self, I'm actually, rather slim.
Yeah.
You missed something while you were on a call. No, while my persona is more buff, but, IRL me is definitely not. Like, I'm generally more slim. Like, well, I wouldn't even say slim anymore. Like, I'm starting to put weight on. So generally, I would say I'm just more average. I'm not dad bod, I'm just average build. Do you know what I mean? I do love a good cuddle, though. You can never go wrong with a nice cuddle. Right, you need to stop kicking me.
Yeah.
Get your ass back here, you little bitch. Oh, I've run out of Libra again. I mean, cuddles are always great, you know? But obviously, like, get consent from the person you're cuddling, because some people don't enjoy being cuddled. The sexiest thing you can do is consent. Do you know what I mean? There we go. I got a potion. I'm gonna use that potion straight away, actually. That's better. I think I'm going the right way. I also think I may have looped around on myself. Yeah, I think I just looped around on myself. Yep, I think I did. I think I looped around on myself somehow. I basically wound up backtracking. Whoops. I was wondering. Yeah, I looped back on... I somehow managed to loop back on myself. Okay. Yeah, somehow I've managed to loop back on myself. I'm not quite sure how I did that. Yeah, always get consent.
Yeah.
And like, I know I'm a flirty motherfucker in general, but like I am Demi, so like it's very easy to flirt with someone like while I'm streaming. Do you know what I mean? But like in general, in person, like unless you've actually taken the time to get to know me, like I won't be interested. So, because sometimes, like every now and again, I get people who like they kind of lurk in the streams. I'm not naming any names or anything like that. Like I have people who have lurked in the stream in the past, and like I've been DM'd on like Twitter, and they'll immediately try and be flirty. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know who you are, so I'm not comfortable with this. And they're like, but you're so flirty on stream. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm streaming. Like, it's like, you're messaging me in my personal time and trying to flirt with me. Like, yes, me and Cedric are, like, I know I'm a flirty bitch, but, like, even still, like, I have limits, you know? Hi, Fernan, welcome on in. There are still, like, rules and limitations. Just because someone is flirty on stream doesn't mean they want you to send them dick pics, do you know what I mean? Thankfully, that's never happened. Everyone has boundaries, you know what I mean? Rats. Ow. Alright, let's do the stabbies. But I'm doing good, Fernan. How are you? Honestly, Vaughn is gonna be a fucking tank by the time I, Yeah, like, it's easier when you're streaming because, like, it's easier for me when I'm streaming because obviously I'm just, like, addressing you guys as a whole. Do you know what I mean? Whole as in W-H-O-L-E, not, like, whole. Not like any hole is a goal, you know? You want it to be Tuesday already? What's happening on Tuesday? It's your birthday? Oh. Oh, I'm working Tuesday, otherwise I'll come in and sing you happy birthday. I mean, I could sing you it now, if you'd like. I suppose, yeah. I mean, even still, with stuff like role-playing, I generally only do that with, like, close friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, I won't just, like, role play with, like, anybody, do you know what I mean? Like, it would have to be, like, people who I've known for a while, you know? Yeah, happy early birthday to Fernan! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy early birthday, Fernan Fox! Happy birthday to you! Something is trying to stab me. Cutty cutty. Yeah, no, that's fair. Oh yeah, like when you're like describing an action, that's fine. Like, you know, like puts arm around you to cuddle, that kind of thing is fine. When it's like, you know, the lewdy stuff, like obviously sexual based role playing, again, like you know, I'm a furry, of course I do that type of shit. But I only do it with friends. Like, I will only do that kind of thing with friends. I got some money. Yeah. Did you know Fernan is a streamer? So on Tuesday, you guys all need to go to his channel, go to their channel, sorry, go to their channel and go support them.
Dead. Yep. Are you still streaming this? God, I hope so. I hate you. Okay, I think that's enough. No, that one just hurt. That one just straight up.
It's a razor fin. Another one of these things. Uh-oh. Leave me alone. I can't see. Stab it in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Because people, sometimes, unfortunately, people forget that, like, when we are streaming, we are kind of, like, yes, fair enough, you're getting our character, you're getting our personality, but our personality is through an avatar, do you know what I mean? Like, there is a human on the other side of this, husky, do you know what I mean? The funny thing is, like, I usually, the main thing that people say about me, like, those of you who are close enough to have seen my face, my actual real face, the thing I get is always, I never expected that voice to come out of that face. And I'm like, I'm always like, thanks, I guess? That's what I always get. A lot of people, some people have said, I expect you to look more feminine. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've been told a few times that, I've had one or two people say that I should, it's, like, I've been told, like, I because of how my voice sounds, they expected me to look a lot more feminine, and I'm like, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not, you know what I mean? I'm like, I am me. Like, just because I have maybe a voice in the higher octave range, that doesn't mean that I suppose I have to look feminine, you know? I think you might be stereotyping me a little bit there, without realizing. Oh, look! It's Balthier! It's Pirate Daddy and his Playboy bunny girlfriend, who's actually older than him. Don't ask me how that works. The Royal Palace of Rabanastre. Your face matches your body, and I bet you're cute as fuck. You've noticed that some people tend to forget that they're... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people forget that there are... Like, we are people, you know? What's this? You had someone fall head over heels for you after you sent them 2 pictures. I mean, that's fair enough. Honestly, like, there are some of my friends who, like, I chatted to them for months before I actually saw what they really looked like. Do you know what I mean? And then when I saw them, when I saw them, like, in person, they were doing the whole thing of, like, I know I'm not attractive, I'm not this, I'm not that, you know, it's just like, and I'm just like, bitch, you're cute. And they were like, no, don't, they were like, yeah, don't, everyone, you're just saying that because you're my friend. I'm like, no, dude, like, you are my friend, I find you attractive, you know? And, like, I think why people sometimes are kind of like, you know, if I'm friends with you, and we formed that friendship, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You are my friend. You are beautiful to me. Do you know what I mean? And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if I'm the beholder, and if I'm saying you're pretty, you're fucking pretty. So there. He's 46 and looks and sounds like he's 12. Andy Milanakis. I don't know who that is, but they sound interesting. You've known a couple of people through here for well over a year and you still don't know what they look like. I mean, I think I've known you like a year plus, haven't I? I don't know what you look like, but that's fine. That is fine. That's totally fine. Okay, fair enough. 1 year, 3 months into— oh damn, has it really been that long? Holy fuck. 10 months and 27 days. You tend to be pretty easygoing. I mean, I saw your face when you sent me that birthday message. You are hot as fuck. Try it again, Metal. I think it has to wait a little bit to— I think it takes a couple of seconds to reset the command. You don't leave stuff. I mean, I saw your video message on my our birthday, because I keep forgetting that we're birthday twins. I'm so sorry. You are cute as fuck. I would cuddle the fuck out of you. I would smooch your face. I would do appropriately inappropriate things to you. You'll be on cleanup duty when the fate's over. Wait here until we're ready for you. No one goes to the upper floor until we give the order. Step out of line and you will be punished. Have to wait 30 because same message. Okay. It's nearly been 2 years, Metal. Holy shit. God damn. An ether. Appropriately— go for it! Appropriately inappropriate. I say that was one of the lines I kind of used on Cedric. I was like, I want to touch you I want to give you inappropriate touches. I want to give you appropriate inappropriate touches. And then we fucked. A lot. Nearly a year shy. Holy crap. Wait here until I have further directions for you. Okay, bye! Trying to go upstairs, I know. You're hungry, I don't blame you. An empty stomach could make me want to crash the Fate too. Press Y to call the guard. I'll handle him when he comes, so you go— are you gonna make him come? Look, I mean, look at that ass! This big boar guy is wearing basically he's basically wearing booty shorts that are so short they're riding up his butt. Like, oh my days. Ah! Well, now you can't see his bum. Oh, I can see again.
Hello?
Hello! Now's your chance. Get going. Whoop, 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 whoop. Haha! It's been a good year. Ow! I mean, heck yeah! I am so glad that people wander into not just this community, but like all of the communities, and just— I mean, we are one massive community at the end of the day, but I'm honestly so glad, excuse me, that people find their way here, because it's such a loving and welcoming place. You know you make me wanna shout, put my hands up and shout.
Over here!
You know you make me wanna shout, put my hands up and shout, throw my hair back and shout. Pull my hair back and vomit into a toilet. I don't have hair, it's fine. Hey, hey.
Hey, Buckethead.
Hey, Buckethead. Rangers here. All the good beans are here. Oh, hello. The lion signet. Are there any lions in? Would you like to roar for me? I'm glad. The light of the sun flows into the signet. The hidden way is lit. The signet is infused with the light of the sun. The hidden way is lit.
Over here!
I need to get these guys away from this thing.
Hey, Buckethead!
Hi, Buckethead! Now, if I remember right... Honestly, these guys' depth perception is terrible because, like, how do they... Why are they just, like, fully ignoring me? Do you know what I mean? There it is. The secret door to the treasury is open. Heck yeah, we did it. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in. Suspicious looking wall. Switch. You hear a mechanical click from behind you. The door to the treasury is open. Heck yeah! I have an itchy nose.
Huh?
Yeah, he's making some sus noises, sorry. He had to subdue the guard the only way he knew how. The goddess's face just opened up to reveal a stone. It's shiny.
Quite a performance.
Hi!
Who are you?
I play the leading man. Who else?
It's Gideon Emery.
Fran, the Magicite.
Magicite?
Now then, I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine.
Yes, sorry. Uh-oh.
Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
He has such a good voice. I love his voice. You obtain the goddess's magicite. That's one hell of a treasure. So I should be running... Pretty area, though. Up, up, up the stairs we go. I want some uppies. Ugh. Ooh, animated cutscene. Heck yeah. Let's do this. Oh, that guy got fucking stabbed.
What's going on?
Look out! It's her!
The Ifrit, eh? That's quite an entrance.
The Ifrit.
Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along.
They're just firing indiscriminately.
Stop running! End of the line. You have something that belongs to me. Damn! All this way!
Uh-oh.
Fran, let's move! Off with you.
Let go of me!
Keep this up and I will. What's going on, Fran?
I don't know. It's not heating me.
Oh, look at that.
Don't have time for this.
Someone behind you was trying to have the last word. Your puppo?
Not good.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess we're going in the hole. Look at
what
that.
happened? Our hover didn't just drop. It disappeared.
Ah, forget it. Even if we could fly, the Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not get burned. We'll go the old-fashioned way.
We don't really have much choice.
Not many Viera where you come from, thief?
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that she deigned to partner with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's Balthier.
He has such
Listen,
a sexy
thief.
voice.
Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Don't even think you're getting this.
It is Gideon
The thought
Emery,
never
yeah.
crossed my mind.
I love Gideon Emery. He has such a sexy voice. Right. Now then, let's do some license board shit. Alright, no. Oh my god, didn't mean it. Okay. So, Balthier is generally better to be a machinist who specializes in guns. That one's a no-brainer. Okay. And as for Fran, she is better as an archer, again, because she wields bows, so again, no-brainer. Excellent. Right. Okay. Horatia Ormlet. Gain MP after taking damage. Okay. I'm not quite sure what half of these things are, so I'm just gonna go up here. I'm gonna give him Potion Lore. And I'm gonna give him Inquisitor. And he's already got a fucking Quickening. And I'll give him guns too. I'll obtain the Quickening a little later. Let's see. So, Fran needs accessories 1. And accessories 2. Give her that one just so that she can use it. Bows 2. First aid, because I have that ability now. Libra, yes. Light armor 3. You win. Ha! And I'll give her Martyr as well. Which that means... Yeah, I can use first aid now, so that's excellent. I'll give Vaughn accessories 3. There we go. Okay. So, oh, hang on, I missed a license. I can't give him anything more. Okay, so. Let's save the game. Can I equip anything to anybody? Goddess's Magicite. There's something I want to check before we set out. You don't know much about gambits. I'm just gonna skip a lot of these just because I already know how to do this. You guys don't need to know how to do this. Targets. Heal it, vitality before violence, yeah. Okay. Gambits has been added to the party menu. Party has been added to the party menu. Excellent. Right. Ow. Party leader's target. That would be foe nearest visible. Ally less than 30%. No, don't attack them. Fucking hell. Can you imagine? Use a potion. Ally any first aid, foe nearest visible attack. And then for her, we're gonna go... because I'm sure she has cure. Ally HP less than 70%. Yeah, she has cure. Ally HP less than 70%. Cure. So at least now I have somebody who has a cure gambit set up. Right. It is nearly midnight for me, so I think I'm gonna wrap up for tonight, just because this is kind of a good place to wrap up now that I've got Balthier and Fran. I mean, to be fair, I've been playing for like a solid 3 hours and 10 minutes, and I kind of need a breather. I also want to go take a shower and stuff. So what we are going to do is we are going to say our goodbyes, and we're going to head on and see somebody new. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's get some credits rolling, and then we will go and raid on out to somebody. So let's have a look. A big thanks to everybody on this list. My mods, Zami, Cedric, Varric, Faded, the good bots there as well, and to Royal, Cedric, Corvo, and to Royals and Shy for all those gift subs as well, and to Darius and Ice Electra for renewing those as well, and to King Narud for the raid. Heck yeah. So, we're gonna go and say hi to somebody. Let's have a look and see who we can go say hello to. Who have I not raided in about 5 minutes? You're all very welcome. I will be back tomorrow with some more casual video games of whatever I fancy playing. It may be Skyrim. Maybe it may well be Pokemon Scarlet tomorrow. We'll find out. There's still plenty of time to do stuff, so we will certainly find out. But until then, let's go and say hi to... Let's go say hi to... Who have I not rated in a hot minute? Let's go say hi to Erite, because he's doing the hella endgame stuff in Scarlet. Actually, no, maybe let's not, just because he is doing endgame stuff for Scarlet and Violet, and I think I'd kind of like to save that for my playthrough. So let's say hi to... Let's go say hi to Hubcat. I'm gonna save the Pokemon stuff for, I will save the Pokemon stuff for, blah, 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 blah. I will save the Pokemon, stuff for my playthrough, but yes. Boop. We're gonna go say hi to Proto Hubcat. Just getting a raid message going. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. The Husky Hub has begun their journey in Ivalice and is here to bring the good vibes. I'll be back tomorrow with hopefully some Pokemon. I'm gonna probably catch Varric tonight at some point. I know he's floating around. I don't know whether he's lurking or whatever because I saw him pop up before. But yeah, we'll probably figure that out. Because I think now that we've both finished the story, I'm good and ready to start it for stream. So heck yeah. I'll be back tomorrow. If not Pokemon tomorrow, it'll be Skyrim or something else. But yeah, I've had fun. I'm glad to be back. The vacation was definitely something I needed. I definitely needed that little stream break. I apologize I was gone for so long. I definitely took a lot longer off than I meant to. But I really needed it, so... But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. And yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. Yeah. Alright, I'll send you over to Hubcat with my love. Bye!